At Ulan Coal, recent investments in environmental sustainability initiatives total over $70 million. It's a substantial investment to avoid catching any additional water, treat and release water, rehabilitate and remediate land, and re-establish threatened ecological communities. These combined projects add up to positive outcomes for the environment and the community around us. Ulan Coal have invested heavily in water treatment technology so we can manage both water volume and water quality for the entire life of the operation.
So the water infrastructure at Ulan is to provide for 2 major underground mining operations. Our daily challenge is to ensure the extracted water is managed safely and sustainably.
Ulan has several water treatment facilities that utilise a combination of traditional and membrane technologies, specifically designed to cope with the types of water that we encounter on site. This water treatment plant has a customised pre-treatment and filtration system. It has 3 reverse osmosis and 5 ultrafiltration trains and uses state-of-the-art cleaning technology to maintain the efficient operation of the plant.
Here at Ulan Creek, our treated mine water is released back into the local waterways. Our planning involves the integration of new system components and managing the variability of the water coming up from the underground mine.
The Goulburn River Diversion Remediation project was developed from a series of targeted studies and preparation of a concept plan which was shaped by community feedback. The project is addressing legacy issues with the original diversion, which effectively was a channel with unstable banks. By minimising bank surface water and establishing short-term and long-term sediment controls, the Goulburn is now stable.
The revegetated area behind me is only a few years old, and as you can see, it's thriving. Monitoring tracks progress to a self-sustaining woodland environment, reminiscent of the previous vegetation community. The ecosystem quickly develops from tree and shrub seedlings to a canopy cover providing protection for smaller plants and animals. A wide range of flora and fauna repopulate rehabilitation areas. The black cockatoo, the speckled warbler, the painted honeyeater, and the threatened wattle Acacia osfeldii can all be found within our rehabilitation areas.
This is a clean water system design that includes drainage lines and basins which support wetland environments. The majority of clean stormwater is being transferred off the Ulan mine site and returned to the natural stream flows without impact from mined and trafficked areas. This has created a rehabilitated environment with a range of habitats which will support long-term biodiversity.
It's hard to believe when you see this peaceful scene that underground mining is going on directly beneath us.
Glencore is a large landowner. We own or manage just under 450,000 hectares of land associated with our coal assets across Queensland and New South Wales. And people are surprised to learn that just under 80% of our land is used for agricultural purposes and only about 7% is currently used for active mining. A large portion of our land is managed by Glencore's own pastoral arm, Kalinta Holdings, and their operations span over 1.1 million hectares of land. They typically run up to about 50,000 head of cattle. The Bobadine property here at Ulan Mine near Mudgee forms an important component of Kalinta's broader operations. We operate 5 centre pivot irrigators here at Ulan Mine using surplus water from our nearby underground mining operations. Those pivots irrigate improved pastures. The relationship between Glencore and Kalinta is a great example of how mining and agriculture can coexist, and both industries can remain viable well into the future.
I'm very proud as an environment scientist to work in this business. The Glencore leadership team have always supported continual improvement projects with a sound scientific basis. This commitment goes beyond just compliance. It extends to the application of science to understand complex environmental systems. Right now, we're considering and planning for after the mine's life has come to an end, though that's a long way off. When we get there, enhanced natural and cultural assets on the Ulan site will add to the local attractions that people already enjoy in the area.